This is the story of Sindbad the Sailor. Sindbad is very adventurous and he has done several voyages across the seas in Asia and Africa. In a city called Baghdad, yeah, there lived a rich merchant named Sindbad the Sailor. What's his name?
Sindbad the Sailor.
Yeah. And he was very rich, but nobody knew how he became so rich. It was a big mystery. Sindbad's wealth was inexhaustible, which means no matter how much he spends, he still has money left. Sindbad's house was always open for visitors. They can come to his house, spend time, visit his garden, and have lots of fun. He used to be a very good host and he entertains them with parties and calls everybody to visit him now and then. One day, a poor man visited Sindbad and he was very curious to know how Sindbad became so rich. So he asked him, "Can you tell me your story, please? I really want to know." Sindbad then called some of his friends and he started telling his story to everyone. "I will tell you about all my adventures, and there are 7 of them. 7 times I have went out into the sea, and each time it was a big adventure." The first story is called The First Voyage of Sindbad the Sailor. Sindbad's father was very rich and he gave all of his wealth to Sindbad. But Sindbad did not know how to use it. He started wasting it. He went to the market and looked at various things and bought the most expensive of things. And slowly he spent all of his money on things that he did not actually want or did not actually need, and all of his money was finished. And all he had was some furniture, sofas, some tables, and things like that. He sold them off in the market to get money. Sold means you give it to somebody and they'll give you money for it, and you sell it off basically. So he didn't have any money left. So Sindbad sold whatever is left in his house to the captain of a ship. Sindbad thought he might make some money by doing business and travel on the ship, sell things, and make some money. The captain of the ship was a kind man, so he let Sindbad come on to the ship and he took all his goods like sofas, chairs, and all the expensive things that Sindbad had purchased with his money. So the captain took all of it and kept it on the ship, and he let Sindbad hop on and travel with him. Sindbad wanted to go all around the world and see various places and do an adventure and also make money. So they started sailing. The ship started sailing in the seas, and it went, and finally they came to an island. An island is something which is in the middle of the ocean or the sea. Yeah, it's surrounded by water. So they went and stopped the ship near the island, and everybody got down. And what did they see there? It was the most beautiful garden in the whole world. They thought this seems to be like a paradise. There is so much here, and we can get some delicious fruits, eat so many vegetables which we can cook and eat, and we can play in the garden, the soft grass. Then suddenly they were all playing in the garden, and they heard the captain of the ship shouting at them, "All of you, listen, come back very quick. Let's run away from." Some of the people were sleeping in the garden, and everybody had to wake up and started running around. And they were asking the captain, "What happened? What happened? Why are you shouting like this?" And the captain said, "This is a big blue whale, not an island. It's been sleeping for so long that the trees have started to grow on it. This is not an island. I just realized. Yeah, and we have to run. Otherwise, when it wakes up, then we will sink into the sea and we won't be able to get back." Yeah, then, oh dear, people started running, leaving everything behind. Yeah, and they were running for the ship, hoping to escape. But suddenly, the whale woke up. With all the running of the people on its back, the whale woke up. What happened? It's scary? But it's okay because Sindbad would again come back. There are 7 stories. This is just the first story, and again he becomes so rich. It's an adventure. In an adventure, some things happen which are a little scary. You have to listen, not get scared. If you get scared like that, then how do you escape from big troubles that will come in the adventures? Yeah. Sindbad also started running. Yeah, but the whale was moving very fast. So some people, they were able to find a big wooden bowl, and they all jumped into the wooden bowl because wood floats on water. So that's a good idea. So they all jumped onto that wooden bowl, and the whale went inside the sea, and everybody was holding some wooden branches, trees, and they were all trying to float on the water. The ship was so far away, everybody couldn't go back to the ship. Some people could go back, but some people were left in the sea. And Sindbad was in a big wooden bowl along with a few other sailors. And they were going in the sea because the waves were lashing at the boat, and they were all moving very fast away from the ship, and so far away that they couldn't see the ship anymore. The ship was gone, and they were going far away, and he was so tired that he fell asleep. Sindbad, he fell asleep in the wooden bowl, which was like a boat. Not in the ship. He was floating in a wooden bowl. He jumped into a wooden bowl along with some of the sailors, and he fell asleep in it. Sindbad woke up and looked at the island that he was on now, and it had so many mountains on that island. Yeah, real ones, not like the ones on the whale. And he was very weak, so weak that he couldn't even get up. So he again slept off for the whole night. Then he woke up again. Then he gathered some energy and started walking. And he saw some trees with some juicy fruits. And Sindbad took those fruits and ate, and he got some energy. Then, after a few days, he was able to stand properly and even run. He got all his energy back after eating the fruits on that island. Then, one day, he was walking and he suddenly saw a beautiful horse, and he was thinking, what is this beautiful horse doing here? And he went closer and closer, and he saw that the horse was tied to a stone. There was a rope which somebody tied the horse to the stone. Yeah, and he went, and he was thinking, who's done that? And suddenly a man came from the cave, and Sindbad saw the man. He said, who are you? Then Sindbad said, I am Sindbad. The man asked, how did you come onto this island? Then Sindbad told his story, all about how he was so rich at one time. Then he lost all his money because just spending money on all silly things like eating food and toys. All of that he just wasted. Yeah, not eating toys. Toys, eating like lollipops, chocolates, all these things. He started buying all those things and wasted all his money, and he became very poor. Then he had to sell off all his stuff, and he told all of it. Then how he went onto a ship. Then they had like a big adventure with the whale and everything. After that, the man took him inside the cave and gave him some food to eat. Then Sindbad ate. Then Sindbad asked the other person, the man, tell me your story. How come you are here all alone with a beautiful horse? What are you doing here? Then the man said, we are a few people who work for the king. So there's a king on this island, and each year a big seahorse comes at this time of the year. We have to catch a big seahorse which comes out of the sea at this time. Will you help me? The man asked Sindbad. Sindbad said, okay, I will help. But what's the plan? Plan is, when the seahorse comes, we will show this beautiful horse and try to get it out of the water. Once it's out of the water, we will capture it and take the seahorse to the king as a present. So the king can keep the seahorse in his big lake, in his big garden. So they're waiting near the sea, and suddenly a big seahorse jumped out of the sea and looked around and saw this beautiful horse which was on the sand. Then the seahorse tried to come a little bit towards the horse, and Sindbad and the man threw some ropes and captured the seahorse. And they got the seahorse along with the beautiful horse. They all came to the king's palace. When they came to the king's palace, the soldiers announced to the king that there are two people who've come along with the beautiful seahorse. And the king asked them to come inside, and they went inside to show the seahorse they captured. The king was very happy. And the king looked at the Sindbad and said, I didn't see you before. Who are you? And Sindbad again told the king about his adventure. And the king really liked Sindbad's story. He said, "Will you work with me here as one of my ministers? Hmm? If you want, then you can start working like a small soldier, and if you work well, you can become richer and become my minister." Sindbad said, "Yes, I like to work with you." And he started working for the king. He was starting to do small things, and slowly he started doing bigger things, and he soon became a minister in the king's palace. And the king was very happy with Sindbad. And one day there was a big ship which came to the kingdom, and the captain of the ship said to someone that there used to be a sailor called Sindbad long time ago, and he had a lot of things that he got onto the ship along with some money that he gave me, but he fell in the river and he disappeared. We couldn't find him. Then someone told the captain, no, he didn't disappear in the sea. He is alive, and he is now on this same island working with the king. "Oh, is it?" said the king, said the captain, and said, "I want to see Sindbad." Then he took all the things that Sindbad gave to captain, and also the money that Sindbad gave. Everything was there on the ship. So he took all of it and went to the king's palace and met Sindbad and gave everything back to Sindbad, saying, "These are all your things. I got it back for you. We were able to get onto the ship, but you couldn't get onto the ship, and we thought you disappeared in the sea. But I'm very happy to see you back." Then Sindbad said to the king, I want to go back to my house in Baghdad. So I want to present you all my things." And the king was very happy, took all Sindbad's things and gave him so much money and said, "Take this and go back to your city. I really liked you working with me, and you can go back now." And then Sindbad again got onto the ship. And
Seven.
Which one?
Seven.
No, this is just still the first one. And Sindbad went onto the ship and sailed back to his city. The end. Another story will come in some time.